Hi guys, so again we're talking about the next Nancy Drew game, which last week we did Secret of the Old Clock and this week we're doing Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. Again, I will show you Kelly's smiley faces and drawings when we have read everything. I don't have the box for this game. The last game I did have the box. You saw that in the thumbnail. This game, the thumbnail will be the cover of the game because I don't have the box for this. But let's start with the character bios and then we'll go from there. So let me get the pictures up on my phone to be ready to show you. Okay. The Hardy Boys. These two brothers are no strangers to mystery and are friends of Nancy. They've been solving crimes and going undercover for ATAC. Lori invited them along because she thinks they're cute. There's Frank and Joe. All right. John Gray. Host of the Ghost Channel, John analyzes electromagnetic fields to determine if there are any ghosts in the area. He thinks that Camille's ghost may know something about Jake's mine and disappearance. Lori Gerard. Beautiful, rich Lori loves to party. And what could be cooler than a party on a haunted train with world-famous detectives bound for an unknown destination to discover a century-old secret? Lori is based off Paris Hilton, if you couldn't tell. Tino Balducci. He's a hotshot detective who solved a big case in Chicago. Some people say it was just luck. Tino's out to show that he's the best detective and will do anything to prove it. Charlena Purcell. Charlena's historical novels have sold millions of copies, but she's not interested in parties. She's done her homework about Jake Hurley, though. Maybe she knows more about the treasure than she's letting on. So Charlena, yes, we did call her in Secret of Shadow Ranch, and no, she does not remember us. Okay, so now let's get into Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. So the letters and the music, common theme. I like the opening sequence where Lori's going around the table and describing everybody who's there and what they're known for. John Gray is petty. I love how petty this man is. Literally, you ask him about, you ask people about the other guests. You ask him about Charlena Purcell and he's like, Charlena Purcell writes romance novels. And he bad talks Tino. It's great. Camptown Races game. There's a game that you play with the horse where it jumps to get the music sheets of how to play the song because you have to do that at some point. And I love that game. It's so cute. It's you press the button and the horse jumps over the hurdles. Emergency brake scene. So there is a point where someone pulls the emergency brake. I still don't know if we know who that is. I don't know if it was ever revealed. It might have been, but I don't remember. So yeah, I really like that one. The dusted fingerprints glitch. So I find this hilarious. I don't know if it's just my game or anybody, but when you go to look at the emergency brake handle before it's pulled, you can see that Tino already dusted for fingerprints. I don't know if that's every game, but I know that's on mine. Lori and Tino's storyline, it kind of has wiggling eyebrows face. There is a storyline of a romance between them, and it's way more interesting than the storyline of the game, and I'm so invested in it. Lori and Charlena's storyline, I also like that one because apparently Charlena stole Lori's ideas for a romance novel, even though she told her she hated her ideas. Plagiarism much? Hardy Boys, in all caps with a huge smile. I love the Hardy Boys. They were some of my favorite phone characters. Now they're in person. We finally get to see them. Frank and Joe are looking fine in animated form, obviously. Just wait till we get to Creature of Kapu Cave. We'll talk about it then. If you know, you know. The pipes. I like connecting the pipes throughout the train. I know a lot of people don't like doing it, but I do. And Nancy's line also makes me laugh of, and naturally we still have more pipes. Train sequence. So the train going to Copper Gorge, when we watch it going there, like on the map, and it does that weird trick. Yeah, I like watching that. Buell, the Buell line where we go into Buell's tacky house, and then the girl Fatima is dressed in the Buell costume, and she's like, "Do I sound like a Buell to you?" Yeah, she forgets she's wearing the costume. It's just funny. Buell's games. So there are 2 games in there. There's one where they're climbing the mountain against the abominable snow monster, I guess. And then the other one where there are racehorses. The racehorse game will literally annoy the shit out of you because no matter what horse you pick, you don't win most of the time. I think I won first once, and my sister and I were shocked. I think this past time when I played it, it took me like 15 tries to win. Yeah, you'll get mad about that. So there's a funny Charlena line where we're talking to her about, you didn't go on Tino's expedition to find Jake's mine. And she's like, no. And she's like, the man barely knows where his head is. And she's like, if he's the one that finds that mine, I'll eat my laptop. And that made me laugh. Because just like the line, I'll eat my laptop, I found it funny. So Tino's expedition, there's a line that Lori says where I'm like, ew, ew, ew. And she says, what we found was definitely not gold. And they're talking about a teeny tiny outhouse that they landed up at. Yeah. I think you know what they found. So I'm impressed by Jake's invention because I don't really know the years, but like, I was impressed that he had all the time to think up all of that and make all of that. Like, Jake was smart. I don't know how no one hears the contraption. It's like really loud and Lori's just in the next room. I don't know if these are soundproof walls or what. One minecart death is funny. So at the end, Nancy's in a minecart, you know, trying to get out and catch the culprit. And one of them, she goes over this hill, right? The minecart goes over this hill and goes straight, like, okay, so the part of the track is broken. So she jumps over it. She lands on a track and she keeps going. She survives that, but then she runs right into dynamite at the end and blows up. Yeah, I hope I explained that well. If not, Arkle Thump probably has a deaths video for that game. You can go see what I mean. Unpopular opinion of mine, I think Lori's faking being dumb. That's an unpopular opinion of mine. I know a lot of people say she's based off Paris Hilton, and I know a lot of people say, you know, that's why she acts that way. But I think she's acting dumber than she actually is. Again, unpopular opinion. That's just what I think. And the awards and the teaser are things I like. Next week, we're going to be talking about another one of my other favorite games, which is Danger by Design. But like I said, I will show you. I just want to make sure there's nothing about the culprit. Okay. First, I'm going to show you. My sister drew a train up here. We named it Robert. And let me show you the smiley faces. Yep. So next week we'll be talking about Danger by Design, which is another one of my favorite games. But yeah, guys, I'm just gonna say something at the end of this video. I'm happy making these videos for you. Honestly, I've been playing Nancy Drew games a lot, which honestly is fun because it's kind of a stress reliever during this semester to have this to do so I don't get totally burnt out. Also, I may make a video about this later in the week unless it resolves itself, but I am going through a very stressful situation right now by something at school. So if I elaborate on that, you'll see a video on it. And yeah, I might elaborate on that and give you a video, but I'll let you guys know how that situation goes. I might just let it ride out. I mean, the semester ends in May and we're already in the second week of April. So I might just let it roll out. I only have this class 2 days a week, but if things get worse, I will let you guys know what's going on and all of that. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.